My job is not to sell you anything. I never want you to say, oh, I trusted my realtor, so I made this decision. If you say that, then I failed at my job.
Hey, welcome to In Search of Excellence Island Style, and I'm here with two of my very dear friends, a team of realtors on Oahu, Hawaii Home Group, Kirsten and Connell, and Jasmine Bell.
I'm Jasmine. You're
I'm Kirsten.
And then it's giving like, what is that cheerleading show?
Bring it on. I'm Jasmine. I'm Kirsten.
I'm sexy. I'm cute. I'm popular to boot.
We're your GPS system. This is my opinion. This is her opinion. This is where the data is at. We're here to help you navigate it, but you get to choose. You're in the driver's seat. You get to say whether you want to actually follow the GPS or not.
One of my first questions that I ask people, especially when they're relocating here, is how they spend their Saturday. I think that's really important because that helps narrow down what kind of lifestyle do you actually have.
There was one right down the street that sold for $850,000. And then we turned around, helped them do the renovations and everything that sold for $1.1 million.
Welcome to In Search of Excellence Island Style, powered by the Broker Mortgage Experts. This podcast highlights leaders raising the standard through consistent, values-driven leadership, lived with aloha. Some of the deals that we have done with our clients have been so amazing. Just your ability to, one, get the client to understand you and to pursue buying, but also the deals. We're talking saving $40,000 on homes that appraise $20,000 over asking, and just
It's not our job.
It is your job, but you do it. You do it so well. I love, and our clients absolutely love us, and it's part of it is because a big part of it is because of what you do, not just to sell the home but it's what you do to make them feel like they're part of the Ohana. And so we're going to get into that today. But my first question to you both is, how did you both get into real estate and real estate in Hawaii?
It's a story for both of us.
Yeah, I guess mine's a little bit weird. I was nannying for a family. I have my finance degree, moved out here, was running my HR department and was like totally into that sector. And was working two jobs like everybody in Hawaii and was nannying for this family. And one of them worked part-time as a doctor. And they had me as a nanny full-time, basically. And they were living a very lavish lifestyle. And I was like, what are you doing? What's your secret? And they were like, oh, we have investments. And I'm like, okay, what kind? And they had over 30 doors in real estate at the time. Now, these two, they drug me through real estate, literally indoctrined me. I know that they now probably don't own close to 30 doors. They probably own close to 30,000 and syndicate stuff, and they're the coolest people. But they totally indoctrined me into real estate.
They turned you on to real estate.
And I quit my HR job within 6 months of meeting them and dove headfirst into real estate.
Okay. Now, and when did you get to Hawaii? What year?
I've been in Hawaii since 2014.
Okay. Oh, shoot, long time.
Yeah.
Long time. Okay. 12 years. How about you, Kirsten?
I am one of those kids that is a product of my mother.
I think we're all products of our mother.
Well, I guess that's true. But she's in real estate. I didn't grow up with her being in real estate, but she later in life did get into it. And so I just followed suit. She had always told me, you'd be great at this, you'd be great at this. I was like, I'm not following my mom's footsteps. I'm going to do my own thing, track my own path. But eventually I hated my jobs out of college. And I was like, all right, let's try this real estate thing. Let's give that a go. And I started in Florida, was an agent there for about 4 years, and then moved out to Hawaii. Wasn't sure if I wanted to do it out here again because building it up from nothing is a lot of work. So I held off doing it and then met that pretty lady over there. Bought my house. She was selling a house. I bought it. And she just really started talking me back into, hey, you should get back into this.
She bought my condo, my first renovation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I now live in her old house.
So it's so funny because I had already agreed to sell it to somebody else verbally. I was like, okay. We had over, 8 offers on the house? I don't even remember it anymore. And Kirsten came in and she had told me afterwards, she was like, I had told my husband, our job was to make this girl my best friend. And now here we are, 6 years later.
But you do that. It's funny. You did that with Kirsten, and you both do that with your clients.
Yeah.
I mean, I love your events that you do with your clients, and they love to be out there, and you do cool stuff too.
Yeah.
So I remember, I think I almost bought a couch from you.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we ended up buying our furniture for the house that we live in now before, I don't know if you were
at
doing
Pacific
real estate.
Home?
Yes, at Pacific Home.
That's hilarious. You've never shared this
Yeah.
with me. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you worked there
That's
and you were
funny.
helping me out. Ultimately, I think the lady who ran the shop, I think she's blonde her hair long. Yeah, tall, skinny. She ultimately helped me out. And I felt like I made a great deal because I got her to give me one bronze palm tree, throwing it in the deal. Hey, yeah, you know what? I'll buy these if you give me that palm tree for free. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like the guy from Christmas Story. When he buys the Christmas tree, I'll wrap it. If you buy it, I'll wrap it up. He's like, oh, I got a great
got a deal.
I got a deal. They're going to wrap up my Christmas tree. Yeah, that was me with my palm tree.
Oh, that's
We did that a
good.
lot with the pillowcases there because they actually made their own pillowcases and everyone loved them. And so that was a lot of times what we would throw in is, hey, do you want, if you go ahead and move forward, we'll give you a couple of the pillowcases because those pillowcases sold for $200 a pop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got a great deal with the palm tree, though. I
It's good.
still have it.
They did have great furniture, though. A lot of their
They
stuff is
did.
handmade in North Carolina, trucked across the country, then onto a ship. They had some really great furniture.
So speaking of weirdness, Pacific Home, the old owners used to own my property before.
The one you live
The
in
people
Kailua.
that Connell.
Oh, Connell, sorry.
But legitimately, the founders of Pacific Home were the ones that sold me my property, and then Kirsten was the person trying to buy Pacific Home. So it's just all
That's a circle of life
intertwined.
there.
It really
It's very
is.
much like the
I mean,
island
welcome
is so
to
small,
Island. Isn't
right?
that not
Like,
the longer you're here, the like smaller and smaller it ends up getting. There's just so many connections, which is one of the coolest things about Island is there's so much to do, so much things going on. But at the same time, you can get a really good community here.
for sure.
Yeah, and people in just doing different things that you just run into just randomly, just because it is a small island and everybody kind of knows everybody. So you guys, when did you both start in real estate and how did you become a team?
So I started, like I said, back in Florida. I think my original year I got into real estate was like 2012, I want to say. But 4 years there, took a couple years off in between, and then got back. And I've now been licensed here for, I want to say, 5 or 6 years, somewhere right in there.
Did you
Okay.
start in 21?
Yeah, I think so. So if I
Because you
think
sat out 2020.
I did set up for 2020 worst
Thank
decision.
God. No, that was not a worse.
You
decision.
could make
You
good
literally-
money though.
I
You-
know, but
I
it was
missed
just
out on
such-
that big boat when everyone was
I
like,
will never do that again. If the market does that again, I'll probably do it
"No,
one more
you
time.
have me." That's the
Well,
great thing.
I
is you
think it'll
get
be
to
the last
divide it.
time. It'll be the second and the last time. I'll just be like, I'm done. I'm retiring.
Cash
after
it
this
out.
But
shit.
knowing that when you see that, you're going through it and you're just trying to catch your breath and not just, burn out. And then it's over with. You're like, God, that was tough. And then you're like, what did I do with all that money?
And I have
You know.
I have no fucking idea. I think
Yeah.
it went to the IRS.
The government took it.
Well, the government,
all of it.
yeah. But I see that a lot, in with people from that time, and I was investing.
Very good job.
But it was, and now I have these other properties that are just kind of, some are cash flowing better than others, but I took advantage. I don't have a lot of free cash now, but it's all invested
That's
in
the
different
smart
That's what
thing.
buckets.
it's supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not.
Yeah. And I'm not,
You're
it's
supposed
not
to
like
hoard money.
Yeah.
Tell my husband.
Yeah.
I funded a wedding. Like,
I don't hoard it, honey. I spend it. So what made you guys decide to create a team? Because you were both on a team.
Yeah.
yeah.
And what made you decide, you know what, Kirsten, let's be a team. Let's form Hawaii Home Group.
I guess two things. One, being super honest, in 2021, I lost my dad to cancer. And during that time, I got the call to go home, and I wanted to be able to do that and know that my clients were taken care of. So I called the next best agent that I knew and asked Kirsten if she would take care of my clients so I could be present with my family. And that turned out to be a great decision. All of my clients loved her. I loved the deals that she got them into. And then fast forward almost a year later, we noticed that we enjoyed working together and collaborating on things. And we really wanted to build something that was long lasting, a team that you could grow in instead of grow out of, which I feel like a lot of team structures you grow out of. And then we wanted something that was more, you grew into it. So we established our own team.
I've seen some teams where there's a lead member and then a kind of one who kind of comes in maybe below, it maybe is an assistant or does one thing. And I really, if you were to ask me, who's the leader of the team? I'm like, they both are.
Yeah.
And I think you both handle things differently. You both have your own strengths.
For sure.
Every client's a little different, and some clients connect with you better than you, and that happens, right? And so I love seeing that dynamic of the two of you because you're not the same.
No.
You are not. It's funny to watch. We could go through clients that one had the lead on, and
Yep.
But so, what did you see missing that makes your team different than other teams? What's missing from the real estate industry that you kind of
Fiduciary duty.
Yeah. We both very much, it's really important to us that we're not just, I actually heard Jasmine say this on the way in on a call. I'm not here just to sell you something. I'm here to help. And this isn't a cookie cutter situation. What you're in and what the next person is in is going to be very different. And real estate agents, I don't think enough take that holistic approach and realize, hey, this is a financial asset that can drastically help a family, but it can absolutely go the other direction if it's not handled with care. And if you're not looking, hey, what is the exit strategy on this property? Are you guys looking to hold this long term? And if so, okay, what does that look like? Because this market is very different than the market you might have purchased it in Tennessee, where you could hold on to that property and in 3-4 years, you're making a good profit monthly. Hawaii, when you go to rent it out, doesn't have that same type of strategy. No. So you have to be very, and especially we work a lot with military. I would say probably 90% of our business is military and active duty. And it's not right for every single military family sometimes to purchase. If they've already been on island for a certain amount of time, might not be, if you're leaving in a year, probably actually not a great, unless you know you're going to be stationed back out here. There's definitely some approaches, but we're the ones that are sitting back and being like, let's have a real conversation about your life situation and where you guys want to go and what your goals are. And does real estate fit into that here? And if it doesn't, it most likely will fit the next place you go. So let's get you prepared and ready for that. Even if that means you don't buy an island, we want to have those realistic, honest conversations. I think that sets us apart, hands down, 9 times out of 10.
Well, I think that's the important conversation. And some realtors aren't like that. Some are just after the sale. And it's funny, I just had a client reach out to me, and he bought 3 years ago. I remember when he bought, because I was on the East Coast at a conference. And I told him, dude, if you don't hold this home for 5 years, there's a chance you may not make any money on it in 2 or 3 years. And he said, I'm going to be here for 5 years at least. I'm like, okay, all right, cool.
Solid.
And he bought a home, and then he reaches out to me a couple months ago, Larry, I got a better job offer. I'm on a move, and I'm talking to this other agent, and they're trying to get me to short sell. And I'm like, whoa, no. And all those agents, and I won't name their names, obviously, but they were asking for full commission and asking him to either come in with money or short sell the home. And I'm like, bro, you don't want to do that. And I showed him the numbers with other options. But there are realtors like that out there. And I work a lot with veterans as well. I won't say 90% of my business is VA anymore. Actually, it's a little less. But they need somebody in their corner who's not just out to make a dollar. And I see that with you. And I love your business. You guys are like bulldog. You're like, seriously. When it comes time to negotiate, oh my gosh, I think of the deals.
Yeah.
You know, I forget who had the lead on that one, but
Kirsten had that.
You were able to get them some concessions, and we're talking.
And a price reduction.
So
we have a handful of those that calculate out to 6 figures off the sale price between what we took in price deduction and
seller credits. Yep.
Yeah. And then you look at what the home appraises for.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's the best. When I get that appraisal, I'm like that agent who's honestly waiting for the appraisal because I'm like, where do we get? And when it comes in just at asking, I'm like, bullshit.
I could tell the disappointment in your voice. Trust me.
I just really love, I actually said that I was out showing properties right before this today. And I was like, I was walking up the stairs and I told them, I was like, listen, I believe I do a job well not done, not when I get a key in your hand or a roof over your head. It's when I negotiated the pants off of the house. Like it drives me, it excites me, that's what gets me up, and I get extremely excited by that because I know I'm putting somebody potentially in a better financial situation than what before they met me.
Yes.
But then also they're leaving a legacy for their kiddos. Homes, owning real estate, I truly believe is the fastest, easiest way to build wealth in this country. It's hard to get your foot in the door. I'm not trying to downplay it, but if you can do that, you can really build some significant wealth in this country, but you have to align yourself with people that understand and have that same mentality.
So how do you handle disagreements? Because again, totally different. You're both totally different. How do you handle disagreements and make business decisions when you don't necessarily have the same vision?
Okay, so I think that's first and foremost, we have the same vision. So we have the same core value and what is important, and we're aligned on that. Where we have disagreements is on the smaller stuff. So I think that's why it works between us, because the fiduciary duty is at the center of everything. Like 100%, we know that we're going to work in our client's best interest, and everything is an outcome of that. We might disagree on what that looks like, but neither one of us, I think if we had different intentions or different values, then we would have bigger disagreements. But because we both have the same core values, like when we have disagreements, we really...
It's always like we come back to the table and be like, okay, what does it actually mean for the client? So we have a list price that we were just talking about the other day, and where I thought was a fair list price, she thought something different. And it's actually cool when situations like that happen, because oftentimes we'll go to the client and say, hey, we're your GPS system. This is my opinion. This is her opinion. This is where the data is at. We're here to help you navigate it, but you get to choose.
You're the driver's seat.
You're in the driver's seat. You get to say whether you want to actually follow the GPS or not. So it's really cool because I think with still coming with the same, like a really good approach for the clients, so they don't feel confused, but it's more of just here's an option, here's another option. What do you think? And so you're able to have some really open, honest conversations because we're having open, honest conversations in front of the client.
So we always say we want our clients to feel informed and educated and empowered. My job is not to sell you anything. I never want you to say, oh, I trusted my realtor, so I made this decision. If you say that, then I failed at my job. I want you to literally state, oh, I feel so good about these numbers because my realtor explained this, and therefore I was able to make this decision. So we don't disagree because we just both...
We tend to align.
We disagree, but we'll bring information and then come up with a decision together.
And when we do disagree, we definitely have had conversations.
Yeah,
we'll have the conversation. And sometimes there have been hard conversations. It's a relationship. I don't care whether you're in a marriage, you have a best friend, you have a business partner.
That's my wife right there.
Yeah, you're going to have disagreements, but it's about at the end of the day realizing even sometimes when the information hurts or it's rearranging strategy a little bit, you have to sit back, take it in, and just be like, listen, I think that the goal and what was intended for this is actually good. I don't think either one of us wants anything bad for the other person. And so we always just try to keep that in mind.
Yep.
And I think that gets us through between having really similar or same core values and then always understanding the other person is not out to get you. The other person we all want to get to the same place, get you through a lot.
I know you're both very opinionated, but you're also very humble, I feel. You're confident, but you're humble with each other. And I've never seen one of you talk over another. Right now, I might, just the volume level, but no, I honestly can say I've never seen one of you take over a situation and put another one on the back burner. You're always come at it from a team aspect. You may not.
There's a lot of respect, I think, that goes both ways.
Yeah.
I respect the hell out of this woman or I wouldn't be in business with her.
Yeah. And I think we both just bring such different things to the table for our clients and for our business and things like that. Jasmine has a killer marketing brain. She literally there's ideas that she has that are just amazing. And then, but the execution and getting it done. And so,
I'm like, you want me to sit down and create a 15-step plan? I
That's
came
just
up with the idea. Somebody else needs to
yeah,
create the
and
plan.
like
but they can't.
and helping making sure that gets implemented and things like that. So we're just a really good yin to the yang, and so that really helps with all of that.
So what's her specialty? What is Kirsten's magic? What does she do great?
To be honest, I think one of the things that she does that's super great is that it's so cliche to say that I almost hate it. So I want to come up with something else. But she's a true matchmaker. Like when she takes buyers out, she genuinely will find the property that no one else was looking at for them, that I would have passed right by. And she'll be like, I really think that this is a good one for them. And she's really good at that. And I'm like, I will show them probably more properties because I would have overlooked it. She finds the diamond in the rough.
She always jokes I HGTV people, which I don't think I do. But
Not
like, where it's
intentionally.
yeah,
She doesn't corner them into making a
No.
decision. She just shows them genuinely the best 3 to 5 options.
I really love the MLS. I'm in the MLS constantly. I think it's fascinating, and I'm good at quickly looking at a property and be like, good, not good, not good, and really evaluating remembering what was on the client's mind and what their necessities were, and being like, I know that this is actually this is what they're looking for, even if they don't know it yet. I know that this is what they're looking for, and making sure that. So before going and actually seeing property, I would rather have a really good. I'll go out one time.
She'll spend hours deciding which properties to go see. She's not the realtor that's, hey, I picked out like 3 to 5 that meet your criteria and sent it. She spent an hour plus picking out the properties that you're going to go see.
So in order to do that, you have to know your client. So
Yeah.
what is your method for getting to know your client? Because you can't spend 3 hours trying to find 3 properties if you don't know your client. So what do you do to kind of get?
So we don't ask the generic questions. People ask the bed bath account, and I'm like, that's where it all begins. One of my first questions that I ask people, especially when they're relocating here, is how they spend their Saturday. I think that's really important because that helps narrow down what kind of lifestyle do you actually have. Your Monday through Friday is what you have to do. What are you doing on Saturday? What are you doing on Sunday? Because then it lets me know, like, how are you using your home? How are you using your neighborhood? And then from there, we go into
Strategy and what is your goals and how long are you on island? It's more of those type of questions are really important as opposed to anyone can ask bedroom, bathroom count.
and square
job.
footage, like
Nobody
wowzer.
even knows square foot is so relative.
It
And
is,
it's
especially
just-
here on island. What you thought
It's
you were
not a
going to need
lot.
on the mainland is
It's just very
leave half of
different.
it behind.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
So you ask the questions that are not. I love the Saturday question. What do you do on Saturday?
Yeah.
I think that's important. Where are you going to work?
Yep.
It is important, I think. But those things. And how do you get all your clients who are not on island yet? What is your kind of? Do you buy? You don't buy.
We don't buy a
We don't
single.
buy a
We have
single
never
lead.
bought a single lead.
I think one of the things, and we've had several clients who have referred us clients. Is that kind of what you focus on, and how do you get your clients? What is a typical transaction for clients? What do they leave the transaction feeling? How do they leave that
So
transaction
many questions,
feeling?
Larry.
I know.
How do they leave? What do you get? What makes them want to come back and refer somebody to you?
Okay, so 2-step questions there. One, our relocation clients, we own 2 of the largest Facebook groups on island. So that is part of that. And we are helping people regardless of if they're looking to buy, sell, rent. etc. And we just get on the phone and have an actual conversation with them. I can't tell you how many people I've just helped move their dog out here because I'm like, no, now you need someone to hold your hand because you can't leave your dog behind. So I'm just like helping them get their dog out here like a nonprofit. It's ridiculous. But so that's where a lot of our relocation people come from.
And also agent referrals.
Agent referrals.
Historically, agent referrals have been we go to events, we meet people.
Yep.
Jasmine's also the military network state leader. So for EXP Realty for Island. So that's a really big networking group. So
Yep.
we just have agents all over the country that we know can trust and that know can trust us. And then the other thing is definitely referrals. We pour a lot into our clients and we love that.
More than 50% of our business last year came from referrals.
Really?
Yeah.
We've had a couple. We had a couple.
Yeah, and they're still going.
That's-
I
I just
love
got
when
a
it's like
call
2 or 3
today,
clients
yeah.
deep. It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's like this person
Yeah.
got I met this person at an open house, and then they referred me somebody, and then they referred me somebody, and then that's
So
how
you're like 4 referrals in, you're just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
that open house was worth it.
So what's your secret? You said open houses a lot. You actually are flipping houses too, right?
So I do project management
Okay.
as well. So I'm helping sellers flip houses because a portion of our business is sellers that aren't on an island. We get property managers that refer us properties that have been rented for 10 to 20 years and have only had the bare necessities done for that length of time. They haven't seen a renovation. Some of them are in
A refrigerator
worse
broke.
condition.
That's what gets fixed. It's like
Yeah.
the minimal stuff.
So we've
needs some help.
renovated everything from an auntie's house that was like left abandoned for a year, minor renovations, to I think our biggest one to date I couldn't walk into without a mask on because the renters had used the living room as a toilet.
Oh.
So it was that was around, I don't remember how much I spent on that one. I think that was like a $160,000 renovation. So we're helping sellers do that.
Yeah, they
We're
do it,
being their
but we help
boots on
them.
the ground.
Right.
We're making the design choices. We're presenting them with their options for contractors and making sure that things actually get done.
We
and
gotta
on time.
talk. I got this renovation HELOC.
Yeah.
So you go to 95, you can get up to 95%
Yep.
of the after renovation value. So on a home equity line of credit for the homeowner, it's
Yeah, we help sellers do that all. Most
Yeah.
of the time, the people that we're helping do it are the ones that have owned for over 10
yeah, they
years.
have all this.
They have tons
equity
of
in the
equity.
home.
Tons of equity.
Yeah.
So I have one coming up in Mililani that it'll be my biggest project yet. It's going to be around 3,000 square feet. And that's going to be so fun.
That's a pretty good niche because you have a lot of homes. Yeah. I don't enjoy looking at the MLS at all.
I love
But I do, like when I do my client, after I pre-approve them, I always do what I call a pre-approval plus. And I go through and help them figure out what their budget is. And we'll look at a home at the top of their budget. And so we'll start going through and I'll look at some of the houses with them. I'm looking, in my mind, I'm like, or I'll just tell them this house needs some work.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
It's got wood paneling. It's got stained carpets. Really,
That's
Kelly
all
green.
cosmetic. Who
Oh,
cares?
I know. It's a great deal, but you see a lot of these homes.
Yeah.
That these people.
But if they
have
just
a
poured a
home-
little bit of money into,
Yeah.
if
And you don't even have to put a lot of money into it, and you could get so much more. And I think that is it's a niche for sure.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people should know about that. That's a great, and it's not necessarily your money you're using. You're
I
helping
don't.
them use their money.
Correct.
In their equity in their own that they have.
Yes.
Yep.
So many people who have owned their homes for over 5 years, 10 years, have
Yeah.
so much equity.
I
Or
think
when
our
they
best
inherit
one-
a home as
Yeah.
well. That's a big one.
Yeah. I think our best one was the one in Pearl City in the Palisades.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they did, when we walked into the home, it was original. And I think honestly, there was one right down the street that sold for $850,000.
No, it was $799. It was like
Simmering.
it was disgustingly low.
And then we turned around, helped them do the renovations and everything, and it sold for $1.1 million.
Woo.
So
And we spent $150 on the renovations. So
So-
they more than 2 times their dollar in.
Yeah.
that's
That's
what
our
we love to
standard.
do. Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. That's especially if somebody's looking to sell a home. That to me is, it doesn't
a
take that long.
no-brainer.
But it's a no-brainer. But for the homeowner, it's overwhelming to try and think, how am I going to do this? And so what do you charge to do that? How do you get paid to do that?
So I have a design company. So it's on a case-by-case basis
Okay.
to take on that project.
Because
So I
every
go over my
project's
design
different.
fees.
Yeah.
And then if you're selling it as a realtor,
That's a completely separate commission. So I hate to say that, but like the amount of money that I save people when I take on their design and project management more than pays for itself. Like I can show you like a dozen case studies, not to mention the fact that we're going to help you 2 times your dollar on the investment.
Yeah.
So it's different, but it has to be different because as a realtor, we're not allowed to
Can't be commingled.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's separate business.
Separate
Yeah,
business.
I got separate too. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and finish up here and talk a little bit about the local market, as we're headed into the dog days of summer coming up, and it's a
Already there.
different market.
Yeah.
So
it
we'll
is
be
that.
we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. This episode of In Search of Excellence Island Style is powered by the Broker Mortgage Experts. If you're building wealth, creating stability, or planning your next real estate move, you need strategy, not just rates. The Broker Mortgage Experts are committed to helping families and investors build strong financial foundations through expert guidance and personalized mortgage solutions. Excellence starts with the right foundation. Connect with the Broker Mortgage Experts today. So you are a part of the community. You don't just sell real estate.
No.
You're involved in the community, and there's a couple things you work, the Humane Society. Can you
Yes.
tell me a little bit about what you both do with the Humane Society?
Oh, it's so fun. So once a month, the first thing is once a month we try to take a dog out, or we do take a dog out. It's called their Ilio Explorers program. And you get to go pick them up at 10 a.m. And then you just get to go take them on an amazing adventure for the day. Get them out of the stressful environment at the Humane Society. Get to take them on a hike. You can take them to restaurants, like if obviously dog friendly.
Yep.
And you just get to really show them a good day. While we're doing that, though, we're taking video of the animal, and we're going to be showcasing them on our Instagram to try to help get them adopted. And it's just a really fun day. Every time we're like, this is what we do for our job. Like,
It's cool.
Yeah.
Our last dog, he's still up for adoption, Mambo. So if you go on our Instagram, you will see Mambo out there. But we took him on a hike and then took him to go get a glass of wine and hang out with us, and he had so much fun.
Yeah, and
that was a day. That
And you
was
definitely
a
know
Tuesday.
his music in the background to the video was Mambo number
Oh, yeah.
5. Yeah. So we danced
That's
a little
cool.
together.
I should probably, because my dog passed away last year. And I want another dog, and my wife's, no, you travel too much. We travel too much. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
So there's fostering. You could do couch crashers is another one they have. So just for the weekend.
You can do them for a weekend or up to 2 weeks, however
Are they
long.
potty trained?
It depends. You have to ask, but if you're willing to take that on, some of them are going to be more. At the end of the day, they're not going to be perfectly potty trained because these are dogs that are currently
Gonna-
in like
Some sort of trauma.
crates
or
that are
stress, yeah.
basically as big as your table they're living in, so they don't get to go outside.
What a great. And what is your kind of
Yeah.
adoption rate of the dogs that you take out?
I wish I knew that stat.
I know. I actually don't know that stat. I think Mambo got adopted.
Mambo did get adopted. I thought he was still available. I thought Tawny got adopted.
Tawny got adopted. That's
Yeah.
right. The last dog that we took out did get adopted. But Mambo's still there. And honestly,
What
he's
a
so
cutie.
fun. He was so fun.
So fun.
That's cool. So what else do you do with Humane Society? Because I've seen you do other things.
So we donate to them on a pretty regular basis. We just went to their gala. We're one of their supporters. So anything that they need, they know that they can contact us. But there's not a ton of ways to partner with them more than taking out the dogs and making sure that you fill the gaps in there. So if you just go on an Explore program, the poop bag that you're probably going to get is one of our poop bags because we donated all of the poop bags. So they're all branded poop bags.
Ooh, that's what we need to do. We need to do branded poop bags for the broker.
Yeah.
Love it.
We don't do the bags themselves. We do the little carrier
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
goes it. So
Oh,
that
yeah,
that
yeah, that's probably
carrier.
better. That's
Yeah.
probably
So then
better,
it sticks
yeah.
around. But no, we do.
We don't want them throwing the broker in the trash.
Yeah, that
that
was
I
a
like-
little strong.
But that's not a bad idea.
And we got
We get dog bandanas too.
Yeah.
So-
You have with Hawaii Home Group on it?
Yeah, it doesn't go on their head; it goes around their neck. But
Yeah, I get it.
But it has we have a pattern that we had made that's basically, it has the American flag, it has our logo, which is the wave on there, and it has a house and then a bottle of Veuve champagne popping. So those are the 4 things that are
and then
kind of-
puppy paws.
Yeah, and puppy balls.
Because that's our branding. Dogs and Veuve. What more do
Yeah.
you need in life? I don't know.
Dogs
don't
and
know.
champagne.
Not specifically Veuve.
Veuve.
Boof. Okay. All right. I got
You look at every single listing of ours. There's a bottle of Veuve. You'll find a bottle of Veuve in every listing.
VUV or
VUEVE.
VU Vueve.
No, please don't say that again.
Okay.
It's the only female owned and ran chalet in all of France.
Okay. All right.
There's an entire documentary.
Vuv.
Yes.
All right. You should write that down. So do they sell Vuv here?
Yes.
Well, I don't
They have it at
know.
Whole
I couldn't even
Foods.
pronounce it. So
Yeah.
It has a yellow label on it.
Do
A
they
yellow
have it at
orange.
Costco? They have it at
Yeah.
Costco?
Orange, yeah.
They have it at Costco?
Yes, they have it at Costco.
Well, maybe I'll have to get some.
The
Is it just
best
stuff you
deal is
make
to buy 6
mimosas
of
with?
them. If you want to taint the champagne, yes. But
Okay.
it's the only champagne I drink. So yes, if I'm drinking mimosa, it's probably Veuve.
Yeah.
But you can buy 6 of them at Whole Foods, and then it's 10% off. And that's the cheapest way to purchase it.
On island. We
Yes,
know
we
because
know.
we've done
We've bought well over, I would say, closer to 2,000 bottles of
Oh
booze.
yeah, I thought you were going to say
easily.
$2,000. I was like, that's one
No,
trip.
that's one trip. We've bought well over 1,000 bottles of booze.
Is that the stuff you had at the Christmas?
Yes.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Did I take a bottle of it home? I can't remember if I did or not.
Sneaky man.
Hey, I was pouring it. So. I didn't drink a bottle. I promise.
There's
That's-
plenty of
yeah.
people that did. I mean, that's
Yeah.
one of the positives of our events is we don't serve cheap champagne. It's always
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. My wife liked it too.
Yeah.
So is that, you do other nonprofits though, right? Or support other ones?
Yes, I think this year we're going to be going to the Goodwill. They have a gala coming up as well. So there'll be a runway. They're bringing in a fashion designer off island, and
Fun.
we're going to be helping sponsor that. And then there's another organization that fights sex trafficking on island,
yes.
and we're going to be supporting that one as well.
Good. Good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Ahola Napua.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, I
It's taken me a while, but I
feel like
supported
it's more
that.
in fact impactful when you say what it does
Yeah.
than sometimes the name.
No,
That's
for
terrible
sure.
to say, but
Now, I've donated to that for a couple years now.
it's an
Actually,
amazing organization.
$50 from every one of my transactions. I give my clients the option of donating to
We do too.
to Ho'ola Napua, Malama Pualoa, which does the
Yeah, the cleanup
the cleanup, and then oh my gosh, what's the other one?
should be the Humane Society. I don't know.
Sheepdog impact.
Oh, that's a
System.
good one.
Yeah.
We've donated canines for warriors in the past, as well as IHS, and so they have a really cool program downtown that I've helped with before that they actually will rehabilitate homeless and try to teach them how to farm. So they have like a whole aquaponics up on the roof of their building.
Oh, wow.
And they teach them how to farm and then teach them how to go to farmers markets and sell the product. And if they graduate from the program, they actually can get little plots of land out in Waianae to actually continue to do that. So just a really cool. So we love 5% of our commissions we try to donate to charities on island, and we actually do that with our clients get to choose where that goes to.
Oh, nice. Similar.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we love it.
All right, and then so you guys do that. Let's talk about the housing market in Hawaii right now. It's been a little challenging, but we should get the May numbers out this weekend.
Yeah.
Just a lot of inventory on the west side, lot of inventory, and I think there's so much opportunity. But what are you seeing from your perspective? Obviously, I do the loan side. But what are you seeing as a listing agent, as a buyer's agent? What are some of the challenges that we have right now? And what are some of the, so two questions.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges right now for people living in Oahu trying to sell? And then for people who are coming to Oahu trying to buy? Because we're in that PCS season. People are moving here.
Yeah.
I definitely think on the listing side, it's really important to make sure your property stands out. So the thing with West Side in Eva, Kapolei, like you have a lot of homes that are very similar. And it's when you're putting your house on the market, you have to look at it and be like, hey, what makes my property stand out? And also, what is going to get that client, what is going to get that potential buyer in the door? And making sure you put your best foot forward. Your first showing is online. And so making sure you get an agent that is really good at making sure that your property stands out, that it showcases its unique factors is extremely important. I know that if you do that, it really helps on days on market. I just came from showings and it was shocking. The only one that was under that, they actually accepted a contract while we were out showing property on one of them. And it was the cleanest, most well-presented one of all of them.
That's not shocking at all.
So
No.
it really is like you have to make sure you're putting your best foot forward. If your house isn't clean, if you don't have staging, if there's a whole bunch of things you can do, you just need to make sure that it's really standing out. And if it's not, you're going to have difficulties in this market.
For sure. It's not just a matter of professional photography. I feel like that's the bare minimum standard now.
And do you stage your properties when you're listing?
Yeah. I stage them myself.
You do?
I do.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of work.
It's fun though. Yeah.
And it's cool because she, again, has like in that marketing kind of brain, she has a design brain where it's not just like any other listing that you have. We're going in doing full staging.
Yeah.
We're there for probably 2 days, if not 3, top to bottom, every single room. We're putting art on the walls. We hire a handyman to come in and help us hang paintings on the walls, heavy mirrors on the walls, just really make it look and stand out. everyone wants to live like they
And
like
it's full
HGTV,
staging,
and but they can't. So it makes people dream of living in that home.
And what's fun is I started doing, again, we're big into dogs, right? Obviously. Almost all of the books in our recent Kaneohe listing, if you were to look, they are all dog table books. Dogs in cool houses, underwater dogs, dogs getting fed treats, every book in there. So you just,
A little bit of style.
yeah, you got to be stylish.
It's so important. And we were talking about, I'm looking at these properties online, and you can tell some of them are staged and look
my God.
amazing. You're like, this house, I think, somebody, there's one in Kaneohe, and it is gorgeous.
You sure it's not mine?
It could be, actually.
Probably mine.
But it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, single family. But it is, oh my God, it was staged so well. And if it wasn't staged,
It would be mediocre.
it would be mediocre.
You wouldn't have remembered it. You wouldn't be talking about it right now.
Literally, I wouldn't remember this. I don't remember street name. I remember this street name on this property. It was so beautiful, and it was staged.
This is what I can't get over is when people are like, oh, I'll do virtual staging. That'll be fine. I'm like, no, it's not. It's literally awful. And also, these are $1 million assets. I cannot get over that. Like, why are we doing virtual staging and basic ass photography on $1 million homes? You're going to pay someone $25,000 plus to sell your house, and they're not going to invest more than
$1,000 bucks?
What
Like,
the
yeah.
hell are you doing?
And
I can't.
we hate
Sorry,
the virtual
that's
staging.
our soapbox.
Yeah.
We could get on that all day. We invest 1% of the list price in marketing before we ever go live. That's how much we've put into the staging, the photography, the videography, the ads. We want to
invest
make
a lot.
sure, like, before we go live, like our latest Kaneohe listing, we had an offer well over asking within 6 hours of going live in today's market.
That's what you want as a seller. You
Yeah.
want the longer that home's 1 week on market, your seller's already stressing out.
Yeah.
But that's when you have us on the buy side where we're coming for blood.
Yeah.
You've been on market
We
for 30
know.
days. It's vacant. It's been on market for more than 30 days. I know you're starting to hurt.
I know
about
you're
to
holding
have-
costs and you are feeling them
and then
now.
you're feeling the pain. And that's on the buy side why we're so big on the negotiations. And I like looking at the property that's been on market for 45, 60 days. There's probably nothing that big wrong with it besides poor marketing.
I think that's why you and I really work so well together, is because you see the same thing I do.
Yep.
I see something 30 days, all right, $20,000 seller credit. What can we do? We could pay your closing costs. We could buy that rate down. We can
We're
get your
gonna
rate
go
into
get
the
your
fours.
credit card paid off.
Yeah,
we're gonna
we've done that.
do
Yeah.
some damage. Pay
And-
off your student loans. What do you want, man?
We've had renovations done. We've gotten the
Yep.
invoice
Oh my
to
God,
do the
yeah.
renovations with
Gotten
the
new
seller
roofs.
credits. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the
Come to us if you want a deal.
that's what gets me excited. I'm talking to these clients on doing my pre-approval plus, and that's where I get excited.
Yeah.
Is talking about, oh yeah, you could totally get a rate in the fours right now, and you're not going to pay a cent out of pocket except maybe your home inspection.
It just depends on who you work with, because there's agents out there that ain't gonna get you shit.
No, that's true. That's true. So-
Except for a bad deal and you're paying. And,
And
you
then
might
in
not
3 years,
realize
you're gonna
it.
meet with us, and we're gonna be like, "What have you done?"
Yeah.
You
But
paid over asking and to get those seller credits rolled in or to get
What
their
did you
funding fee
do?
covered. What did you do? You didn't need to do. It was on market for 60 days. Why did you do that?
Oh, we had that conversation when somebody did that. I wasn't.
Oh my God. We've had
in the last
so
2
many.
weeks. It's so bad. We're going on listing appointments, and so one thing that we do, I think, is setting us apart from other agents. Our relationship doesn't end at the closing table. It doesn't end when we turn over keys. We continue to have relationships. We have events throughout the year. But what I think is the best, like, oh, that's fun, dandy, whatever. We try to sit down on a yearly basis with our clients to go over, it's not a listing appointment.
Yep.
It's to let you know how is your property performing? What are you looking at doing with this property? Are you wanting to do a renovation? Let us talk to you. Is that actually a good investment of your money? We go through, you want to do something else? What about HELOCs? Have you thought about pulling a HELOC on your property because you have some equity? So just looking at all of those, so we sit down and we actually go over the financials with our clients on a yearly basis, which I think is so cool. But yeah, so we're doing this with some clients.
We're really big on that because, for example, Larry, you probably sit down with your financial advisor once a year at least.
Yeah, a couple
And
times. Yeah.
he may or may not be managing less than $1 million for you in your stock portfolio, but your realtor is in charge of $1 million asset when it comes time to sell, and you're only meeting with them when it's time. You don't know how your asset's performing.
It's a great way to look at it.
You
Never
should
really
be
thought about that.
Like, it's your literally largest asset, and you might have some lazy equity in it. That's what I call it, when your equity is not working and it's just sitting there. I'm like, let's put that to work and figure out another way to make you money. This is your largest asset. Let's see how it's performing for you, whether it's in resale value, a HELOC, or rental value. Let's at least know. You don't have to do anything about it, but you should at least know how your asset's performing.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a great analogy. Financial advisor.
It's not even an analogy. That's what it is. It's an asset in your portfolio.
Oh, I get
That's what,
it.
like,
Just
I can't get over for real. People are like, it's just a home. And I'm like, it's not.
It's so much.
It's literally, here's the thing. Like, when I think of my house, that's my retirement plan. I don't got to do probably jack shit except for pay that thing off.
Yeah, then you're sitting on.
I'm sitting on $2 million.
Yeah.
I'll just be like twiddling my thumbs. I could
$2 million when she retires. Just so
when I
people in the
retire. It's
audience.
not. It's just not there yet.
We're not that
We're
rich.
not rich. That's all I'll have to do. You should know how that's performing if you're looking at the rest of your stock market. If you're so concerned about making sure you put that extra $200 towards your mortgage, which stop fucking doing that, and let's actually talk about what to do with it.
Unless you're going to own that home for a really
Well,
long
that's
time.
another soapbox. We could get on so many soapbox.
No, that's a good soapbox to get on.
The $200 towards a mortgage is killing me.
Yeah,
It's killing
There's
me.
a lot better ways to invest that $200.
Like, if you're only going to
It's
own it for 5 years, it
it
doesn't make a difference at
doesn't.
all.
It doesn't. I tell my clients that all the time. For some people, it might make sense, but for most people, put your money elsewhere. There's other ways that you can invest it and grow it.
In the S&P, just be lazy and just buy the mutual fund. You'll be fine.
Best advice was.
And that's why
an
we're
index
having
fund.
these conversations. And we offer that not just to our clients, but we've met multiple people at a fair that we did with you. We met somebody and we have done a annual review with them. And so it's just to go over and have an understanding of where they're at, what their goals are, and to make sure that, hey, let's make sure this is working for you towards your, and then hopefully if they do come time to buy or sell, they think of us.
So when you're talking about the market, I guess we're saying we're trying to stay on top of these conversations. So we're not having them when people need to sell. We're having them well before they need to sell.
Ask the questions that they need to be asked a year, 2 years out. Because if you wait to the last minute, that's when you start making mistakes. Because now you're panicking as a homeowner. You're starting to panic. Oh my God, there's 7 houses on my block. How am I going to sell my home? You know, if you would have started working on this a couple of years ago, maybe you could have done something to the house to make it stand out from these other 7.
Instead of that $200 going towards the mortgage,
Yeah.
set some of that aside, do some type of renovation and make it stand out, and that you'll be able to see that more in the end. So it's just those strategies and having conversations.
That's good. And too many realtors, I struggle a little more with staying in touch with their past clients. So in general,
They're transactional.
They're transactional. You ladies are not transactional. You guys are in the transaction when it's happening, but you're absolutely relational, which is why you're so good before, during, and then after the transaction. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. We want to thank Gonzales Hawaii Vacation Rentals, offering exceptional vacation experiences in Hawaii and Annapolis, Maryland. Whether you're waking up to ocean views in the islands or enjoying waterfront charm and sailing culture on the Chesapeake Bay, Gonzales Hawaii Vacation Rentals delivers comfort, elegance, and unforgettable experiences. If excellence matters in how you live and lead, it should matter in how you relax. Plan your next escape with Gonzales Hawaii Vacation Rentals. I would think, obviously I haven't been single in 3 decades, but having somebody you're in a relationship who's very successful, and you're very successful, and you may not be as successful, but am I making enough money to support you? And you don't need that. You just don't want somebody
the latest
who's...
insecurity of the guy that I dated. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Because he did the math on how much I made and realized that he made less than half I did. And that was a conversation that had to happen on repeat. So what do you do in that situation?
Yeah,
A man just needs to be. Women have done this for how many years? We were okay
Right.
being stay-at-home mamas, and still is a great thing that women do all the time. Somehow but why can't? Why is it
okay if a man makes double what a woman makes, but if I make double what you make, all of a sudden your ego needs to get in the way of that?
That's crazy. I would love it. Vicky makes all my money, whatever I make. But I think that's great. But it takes the pressure off of you. It takes the pressure off the guy to have to make all the money. And a relationship is a team thing.
Correct. It
It's
shouldn't
a
be matter.
partnership. Like,
And
I'm
that's-
used to being in a partnership already. So I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. And like, why are we making this into something that it's not? I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to make less money because you make less money to make you feel better. That's wild.
That's a non-starter.
It really is just having the confidence. You bring other things to the table. It might not be the same. It might not be the equal financially, but I'm sure there's other things that they will bring to the table that Jasmine would really love.
Yeah.
Keeping the house, making dinner, running
making
around with the
dinner?
dog. Those are
play
things.
with my dogs, load my dishwasher. Oh,
Those are things
Well,
that really
you
do
and I
value the
wouldn't
house.
do well together then, 'cause
I'm sure Vicky would love that so much.
yeah,
But-
I don't load the dishwasher. I'll wash by hand. I like old school washing dishes.
I don't
by
give a
hand.
shit how it gets done as long as it gets
It's
done.
done. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
just-
not by me.
So I
Hey,
think
if you
that's
make
the one.
it dirty, you got to clean it up.
Yeah, I'm like, I
Or
just want
no, I like opposite. I actually like if I'm cooking, you do the cleaning.
I'm cool with
So,
that.
like,
I'm
a
okay if you cook
50-50.
and clean because I'm paying the mortgage.
Oh man,
I like my 50-50 partnership.
Dang.
We're very 50-50 in
Yeah,
my
you're married.
household.
You got
yeah.
How long
Yep.
you been married?
We've been together for 17 years.
Now I
Married
know why
for
she's
9.
married and I'm not.
I look at the glass always half full, but I do have a great husband that does. We really do look at each other as a partnership. And like everything for us is, hey, we both make money. We both do things around the house. We both take care of the dog. There is definitely, we are a true partnership. And honestly, we talked about that when we were dating in the very beginning of our lives, that we really wanted that in a partner.
They also got a chance to grow together and establish that.
You like
We
high
did.
school
When
we were in their
sweethearts
20s.
or
College.
college
Yeah.
sweethearts?
Yeah.
What college you go to?
UCF, go Knights.
Central Florida,
Yeah.
right? That's
Not
right.
long ago, people had no idea UCF. What is that? But they've come on the map in the last decade.
football,
so
college football. They got great football programs.
yes,
so.
a lot of people from out here. We have a lot of Mililani
Oh, really? They got-
graduates that
Oh,
are
wait, didn't they have a
our quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Mackenzie.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So super cool.
fun.
But yeah, go Knights.
Awesome. On that note, good luck with the dating. And,
Yeah.
that's,
I'm going to need all of the luck, man.
Well,
It's wild
so
out there.
her phone number is going to be at the bottom here. And if you, for a great realtor.
I like it. I like it. Actually, no.
I didn't know where you were going to go with that.
No, call me first, and then I'll vet you before you're allowed to talk to
That's
Jasmine.
right.
Kristen's, I literally started dating and she's, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, I don't, you got other things going on besides business now. And I'm like, yeah, I took a year and a half off, like
Yeah.
from when I separated from my husband and just didn't date a single person.
Look at you, and you got nails too. Always got nails. You look great. And I've said,
Thanks.
you've been taking care of yourself. You've had that freedom. You're taking care of yourself. Business is going well. That's awesome. Kirsten is just watching you. I know you guys are looking at that next purchase.
Yeah. Hopefully
And
moving up into a single family soon.
that would
Fingers
be,
crossed.
That would be nice. But great having you on.
Oh,
You're
thanks.
so much fun.
Thanks for having us.
It's hard not to leave a podcast like this smiling year to year.
Good.
Because, hey, I was surrounded by two beautiful ladies who are successful realtors and amazing humans. So thank you for coming
Appreciate
on
it.
board. And we'll see you next time on In Search of Excellence, Island Style.
Thanks for tuning in to In Search of Excellence Island Style. Stay connected for more conversations with leaders raising the standard through purpose, values, and aloha.